Ask about this report and document that AT&T was providing all communications from the UN to the U.S. Yesterday, one of the ambassadors at the Security Council said from now on he's not going to send any email inside the building, just to set the stage. But you were quoted as saying, and you did say, that the UN will be contacting AT&T. Can you say a little bit?
They did.
Okay. Has done so. And what's the response?
They did. And I understand there's also going to be a meeting between AT&T and the UN.
What, OLA or who? I mean, I guess what I want to know is, given that I sent you, as you asked for an email, so I sent you the contracts.
I did see the contracts,
Okay.
but I mean, again, you asked me to share specifically the details of the contract, and we wouldn't do that. And anyways, I don't want to get into it. They've been in contact, and there will be a meeting very soon, and I'll keep you updated. Sorry? I don't know if we do readouts of the Secretary General and the Deputy Secretary General. I doubt for that. I mean, I'm giving you as much information as I possibly
Right, but you
can.
think that member states, that's why I brought up that quote, you think that the member states that own the organization would have some ability or right to know if they're being spied on inside the building by the host country? Right? I mean, I'm just wondering, does the UN believe that it should tell member states that all of their communications sent inside the building can be spied on by the host country? If that's,
I don't understand. Your question makes it sound like we knew we were spied on and we were wiretapped. So
Right.
I
But
don't
now
understand.
that you have reason to know and you're going to speak to AT&T.
I'll come back to you, Matthew. Errol, please.
Yesterday you'd said to email you the specifics of this DRC case.
Yeah, I've asked,
Okay.
and we're looking into it. And as soon as I have something, I will definitely give it to you. Mr. Abadi, sorry, Evelyn.
Thank you, Vannina. In response to Matthew's question regarding the contract between the UN
you wanna
and
respond?
AT&T, I believe you mentioned that you will not make available that contract. How does that square with the Secretary General's pronouncement right from the beginning of his first mandate
Okay,
that
I'm going to
his
stop you there.
administration
Yeah.
will...
Mr. Abadi, we make the contract public, not the contract, not the 50 pages of the contract. I think that all the details of it, the clauses, that is not something that we would make public, and I think it's quite understandable why there are rights issues and other issues that go along with that. The contract itself is made public, as Matthew knows, since he sent me a link to a few contracts, right? Evelyn, please.
Sure. I wanted to ask, there was reports on Monday that Saudi Arabia beheaded 4 foreigners, including 3 Sri Lankans in Jeddah, bringing the total to 120 for the year, over higher than 87 in all of last year. And I wonder, is it something that the Secretary General is monitoring, is concerned about? Executions by beheading in Saudi Arabia.
I haven't seen the reports. I'll see if the Human Rights Office has issued anything on that. Sorry.
And on Emoja, there was an email sent around, staff email, about that ASG Franz Bowman is stepping down from his position on Emoja effective immediately. So there have been a lot of people have wondered, does this mean that the program is Emoja behind schedule in terms of its implementation? What explains the abrupt resignation or stepping down, particularly in the light of, I guess, Mr. Guy, like stepping down? Was he asked to step down? What's behind it?
Oh, okay. I was like, General Guy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm being very clear.
I will check. No,
Technology
it's coming from
Yeah.
all directions. I will check. I really don't know, and I don't know everyone's movement in the building.
Ask
Yes.
Mr. Takasu.
Sorry?
Mr. Takasu sent it out, maybe in your
Okay.
inbox, actually.
I didn't see it. Evelyn?
Yeah.
Anything on a Burundi envoy? Is there any sort of steps forward?
No, as soon as we have something to announce,
So
we will let you know.
When does imminent not become imminent anymore?
I've heard you ask that question before.
I know, they said, the Security Council said it was imminent.
Matthew, as soon as I have something, I will let you know. Anything else? Have a great afternoon.